Alrighty, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. This is Hairymuppet. Welcome back to Factorio. We're going to be having a go at the Mega Base after I haven't played this for about a week or so. I've been very heavily into the old sea base, getting that going. But yeah, this is pretty good as well. So we've got the red circuits actually full up. I must have left this offline for some period of time and it just filled itself up. So there we go. We got red circuits, we got green circuits. Now we need to get blue circuits. And once we have all three of those, we can start on base 1.5 and getting those big old speed module 3s and productivity module 3s. We can put them everywhere and then things will start happening for us. So where is it? Okay, so this is the coal over here. Mr. Coal. I think that's where we're going to make sulfur. Could also make it here if we really wanted to. Actually, this one has iron right next to it. How did I not see that before? This guy's got a huge amount of coal. This guy's got a pretty decent amount of coal. And this guy's less coal, but it's got iron right next to it. So what I was going to have to do was make this sulfur so we could use this iron and then make this plastic. But you know what? I do like the idea of having this be sulfur. Yeah, it's a little bit close to things, a little bit too close. I'm not going to do it off this. I'm going to put a line down and then put a station off here or something like that. Just put a station off here. And there is some other coal around if we need it, but we're not going to need more than this coal for some time. So I like that idea. Let's go to copper plate. I can't remember how many changes I did before the last video, but I did do some changes. I think I expanded this a little bit, maybe added another station. But you can see I put a lot more smelting here. And most of these smelters are actually running. So yeah, definitely was needed. And all of the mines are running. And that's the important thing, all the mines are running. Because once I started making red circuits, copper was an even bigger problem. It just was not getting out there. Oh, one thing I wanted to check as well. Plastic. Now, did I actually get around? I don't think I did. I don't think I did. I probably should at some point get around to making lubricant at these bases. But I'm not going to worry about it at the moment. You need 10k, and this base has 814. So yeah, we don't have to worry about that. But and we do need to build up our stores of heavy oil so that all of these guys are running beautifully. Although they seem to be backed up, and all of these guys are running. But the thing is, once we put speed modules down, everything's going to start running a lot faster. And when that happens, yes, then we are going to need to have a lot more barrels. Our UPS is still sitting at 60. I'm very happy about that. Okay, alright, so let's start getting the train system running here. And yeah, I really think we just put a station directly off this line, going over in that direction. I think that's going to be an awesome idea. So, yeah, where's my train lines? Don't have any. Well, is that? Yeah, that looks alright. That looks like what we need. Yeah. Get rid of that stupid rock. So get at least 2 joins. And actually the train line loops up and around, doesn't it? So what we'll do is we'll do 4 lines. And we want the train line somewhere down here, so it goes around like that, I think. So maybe more lines, maybe like 5 or 6. Go. And you... I like that. Excellent. Jesus Christ, there's a lot of forest around here. Okay, and then we do the mainline station, which I think I've got here. Mainline. That looks correct. Oh, whoops. Need a T intersection first, don't we? Get me a T intersection right here. And then mainline Don't know why I have 2 of these blueprints. Let's just delete that one. I love the way these sort of snap together with the power poles. They just, as soon as it shows up blue, I'm just like, yep, that's absolutely where I want to get to. So the lines go out here, and the colors right here, and the iron's right over there. Excellent, excellent, excellent. So now we just need these bots to get a move on and make stuff. Okie dokie, 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 dokie. Now, what are we running low on? Nothing so far. So far we've got everything. Maybe I should get more roboports. I got 10 of the personals. Did I change this to produce them? I did. There's 5 in there. So what we can do is we can put these guys straight into our inventory, take out the old ones, and then dump the old ones in here. So that's 2. Now we just need 1 more, and then we'll be up to 10. Okay. So we do not want to. There's a robot in midair somewhere. I was about to say we don't want to take away the roboports because that would be bad. What the hell? I should have 10 of these guys. Should have. Where did they go? Oh, anyway. Anyway. So my range has increased by a decent amount here. And I could have sworn I was missing a robot or something. It may have happened. I don't think it should have happened, but may have happened. And how is my counting wrong? I swear to God I had 10 of these damn things. Oh well. Let's just get 2 more. 2 more. Let's make sure that we have all those robots. We didn't lose any. No, we've lost one. We've lost one. You don't have my robot? Because what happens is if you turn off, if you destroy all of your... They would have gone to this guy. They would have gone to copper, definitely. They wouldn't have gone over to there. I don't think so anyway. But I just do not know where the damn stupid things are. Oh, we're out of rails. Out of rails. Well, I can make 1 more, but I don't like the idea of having robots just disappear on me because, yeah, they're probably in some base or another. Members. Logistics. I really don't want to lose my robots. 8, 9, 10. 1.9k? Really? Where's the... Oh, I do have 125. So where's that base? Because I've obviously stolen a bunch from that base. It's probably Red Circuits because that was the one I was at last. So we got to go Red Circuits and drop all those guys off. We also got to finish this off. As long as I don't run out of power poles. There we go. That should have everything powered now. So if we go to network 10. Yeah, that's Red Circuits. Boom. Drop you all off. You haven't got my missing construction robot, have you? Doesn't look like it. But you do have 2k now, which is excellent. Oh! Back up to 50. That guy must have been like crazy, like having to fly across the whole map to find me or something like that. So anyway, back at copper. Let's go over and let's start working on Mr. Sulfuric acid. Now, we might be able to do this in one episode, but then again, we might not, because, yeah, we don't need a lot of sulfuric acid, which is why I'm relatively happy with this smaller coal supply. If we needed, like, yeah, I think I'm relatively happy with that guy. So let's get a nice grid here. So we want to make sure we get, so 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm going to make sure it's an even number, not 75, but not 70, but 80. Oh, don't do this to me. Oh, there we go. So that we get the power poles correct, because so let's start whacking this down. Put that next to it. That doesn't line up. There we go. And that's basically it. So there we go. That should be beautiful. All of these guys are beautiful. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Don't need that. Might still need that power pole. Although probably not. Let's just get rid of it. And get rid of all these. Clean it all up. Clean all that up. And Bob's your uncle. There you go. That is looking very, very nice. And we need to do something similar for over with iron and get some smelting for that. But to be honest, iron, we don't really need a lot of smelting for that. And we don't need a lot of anything for that, because iron is just, we just don't need a lot. I mean, we just need a tiny amount. Oh, actually, what am I thinking? What am I thinking? I was thinking we just need sulfuric acid for blue belts, for blue circuits, which we do, but we also need it for batteries. And batteries, we're going to need for high-tech science, so yeah. Okay, so maybe that ups the estimate for that stuff a little bit. And of course we need these guys for rockets as well. So yeah, maybe I don't want to just say, oh, sulfuric acid, we don't need a lot, because maybe we do. So I have to keep that in mind. Here we go. So let's start with the roboports. Please tell me I have more than just 4 roboports in my inventory, because that's not a lot. Right at the edge. Up in the corner. Can you cover everything else? Yes, you can. Excellent, full coverage. Man, I think after the thing, yeah, well, I don't know. After we get speed modules, I don't know. We'll probably just keep building the base out, keep getting decent things done, but let's have a look-see here. So we're going to copy and paste a lot of stuff from over here. Like, a lot of stuff. So, how many storage warehouses do I have? None. Gonna need a bunch of those. How many roboports do I have? Not a lot. Let's go over here. We still not got enough. I keep expecting this warehouse to fill up. Like, this isn't even a full warehouse. This is just a storehouse. Thank God it's just a storehouse. But yeah, I mean, come on. What are you waiting for? You got steel. Ah, screen circuits. And you are batteries. Green circuits. Oh, it's like copper or iron or something like that, isn't it? No? We got 2 full belts going in. They're just being wasted off by a bunch of other things, and then wasted off by blue, because we're using up a whole bunch of blue circuits for robots, I guess. Yeah, because I stole all of those guys. Ah, but that's fine. They'll fix themselves in due time. Okay, roboports. 25. Yep. That's a pretty good number to have. can't go in the middle because that's going to block things. 1, 2, 3, 4. Boom. Go out there. And then there, so we don't interfere with the actual train stuff. And then we go out like this and start. Well, actually, I don't know. What are we making? Sulfuric acid. So we should make the sulfuric acid. Who knows? Who knows where we should make that? I mean, we've whacked down 2,000 robots. Then it pretty much doesn't matter too much where we make things. Let's put the actual petrol making stuff up here, because then we can join it up to that coal if we ever need to. Forward thinking. That is beautiful. Okay. So, need to get those water as well. And let's just do that. So where's that? Ooh, that's all the way up here. That's quite a way away. Alright. Let's just do this. Oh, I can do it directly above that. Even better. We'll still leave these guys, I guess, but... Yes. Now this is going to be a lot of stuff we're missing. Or maybe it's just a lot of stuff the robots haven't done yet. Oh, we're definitely out of straight pipes, so let's go ahead and... Let's just, I mean, we have a look. It's hard to tell, but I think we're covering this entire area. So let's just go back to a base and just start picking up stuff that we're running out of. So definitely pipes we're running out of. Let's grab those. That'll be the pipes. Let's see. Blue requesters. Let's grab a bunch of those. Undergrounds? Really? I had tons of undergrounds. I don't anymore. Yeah, there must have been a lot of undergrounds. Alright. Undergrounds. Pumps. We did start building pumps, didn't we? 100 pumps. There we go. Then, oh, there they go. Oil refineries should be being made around here somewhere. This is the oil area. I thought this was the oil area. Oil pump. There we are. There they are. 30 of those guys. And then we're missing one. Let's pick up the whole bunch. Excellent, excellent, excellent. So, what do we need here? We need... Okay, so you guys have joined up. Excellent. Let's go ahead and start grabbing the stuff we need. So, first things first. Water needs to be a thing. Excellent. Train station. So what was the other one called? It would have been called plastic input water. So we can call it sulfuric acid input water. Now this guy needs a lot more water, if I remember correctly, to do this sort of stuff. So let's go over to, well, first of all, let's set up a teleporter on this base. And where's my radars going? So you are sulfuric acid. Don't know if I should be adding ones to these guys. I'm not going to for a while, because sulfuric acid, one base will keep us going for a long time. Where was I going to go? Why did I build a teleporter? I was going to fly off somewhere, wasn't I? Oh, that's right. I was going to fly off to water so that we can create the train on the water station. That's what I want to do. Fluid wagons. Alrighty, so your job is to go to Supply water 1. Wait till your inventory is full. And then you go to sulfuric acid, input water, and wait till your inventory is empty. Still filling up at full speed, I feel like. Maybe. Should be. Each of these guys do 25k, and each of these guys hold 25k. Wait, so you're full, and your tanks still have some stuff left. So it's obviously sucking fluid out of the wrong place. You know what? Screw it. I'm going to get rid of these joining pipes. I have a feeling they may have caused this problem. Like, this is it's not empty. It still has 3.6k. I have a feeling this joining pipe may have screwed things up, because this should instantly fill up, assuming these tanks are full. Maybe there was a problem where another train from another station came in and filled itself up first, and then the tanks were only half full when I started building this train, because I didn't really have a look. But regardless, we're going to take a nice left here and then go on to Mr. Sulfuric Acid and dump some water off. And yeah, I'm assuming one station for water is going to be enough. It should be. Here we go. Let's get some labels down as well. I don't even have labels for this station. What's the other place that needed water? Oh, screw it. I could put labels down. I'll do that later. I'll do that now for this station, but I'll do that later for other ones. Oh, that's right. I'm going to hook up circuits to all these freaking things. Never. Screw that. Screw that for a joke. Not doing that. Okay, so sulfuric acid. So you got water. You don't got water. Oh, of course. Need some robots. Let's put 2,000 in there, just to be safe. 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't have the things. Oh well, I don't use them that much, so maybe it's not a big deal. There we go. That should start transporting water and coal, I guess. Oh, no barrels. No barrels. Okay. That's not a big problem because we have the barrel maker. 8k. I feel like, wow, that's a lot of barrels. Where's those warehouses I built? Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Give me all of your barrels. I'm assuming 5,000 barrels is enough. If we have a look at plastic, yeah, 5k barrels should be enough. I don't think we need barrels anytime soon, so we don't have to worry about depleting the amount at our home base. So there we go. So that's going to be a lot of barrels flying around everywhere. Coal is suddenly getting used. Water is getting used. We got coal. So now we just need a healthy injection of heavy oil. So, how much you got over here? 1.1k. I feel like we can take half of that and dump it in here. And that'll be enough to properly kickstart this system and properly start producing some more heavy oil and light oil and all of this sort of stuff. And beautiful, 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 beautiful. So this is, what is this guy doing? Sulfuric acid. That's right. So what we're going to do is have, I guess this is going to be like water, where we're just going to be having fluid guys going out to various stations. We're not going to have it logistics stuff, logistics based, because We're definitely not going to transfer sulfur crystals around, because then we need iron and water at whatever station they go to, which is dumb. And we can't go before sulfur because that's petroleum gas, so that's dumb. And we need sulfur directly to produce processing units and batteries, and we're not doing both of them here because that's dumb as well. So yes, it is going to be fluid wagons, such as in water. So we'll have 2 or 3 stations, and we'll have them all named the same, because if we don't use the logistics network, it's fine to have 2 or 3 stations all named the same. And then, yeah, just get them sent off. So, first things first, we're going to need some of these guys. And we will set up a lubricant thing here as well, but we're going to need all of you guys. This is the basic cracking setup. That is going to be extremely helpful. So, I'm going to put this over here, just off to the side a bit. I feel like we missed one of these guys. There should be one of these guys. Alright, let's let him go. Waiting for him to fill in this damn thing. There we go. So yes, we do need another one over here. I probably could redistribute these guys now. Get rid of that. We're still fine. Excellent. Excellent. What are you missing? A bunch of those guys. Oh, it almost feels like I'm playing Seabase and I turned on the cheats for super fast speed, but it is just because I am that much further ahead in this game. Go on. Oh, missing one more. Come on. There we go. Beautiful. So that'll start cracking the light oil straight away. Excellent. Have a look. We're slightly low on these guys. I only got 460 empty barrels. Screw that for a joke. Give me the rest of those. 3,700. I do not want to be running out of barrels, or even close to running out of barrels here. So I think the backup is now in the speed of these guys. And in my last mega base, I did definitely put speed modules on these because we just weren't producing water fast enough. But hopefully these will back up eventually. I mean, if we have a look at the plastic, they got water. They got enough water now. Not enough plastic or other stuff, but they got enough water. So that's the important thing. And we got a heavy oil system that will start to work, and we got not a lot of heavy oil, but we got enough to get these guys going. And we got 500 in there, so it's impossible. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 with 50 each, so it's impossible for us to crash the system by filling these barrels up. Absolutely impossible. None of these guys are... They're all 50. Okay. Okie dokie. Alright. What was the other... Was plastic running out of barrels? 1.4k. Now plastic's fine. Now we need to start developing a system whereby we actually make sulfuric acid. Well, sulfur first, I guess. Sulfur first. So you just need... Okay. So we can basically reuse one of these systems, can't we? Because it's 2 inputs. Like this is 2 inputs and 1 output. And this is 2 inputs and it's 1 output. And the output goes directly into another... Well, let's have a look, because we got to get the ratios right. So what I'm going to actually do is make these completely different systems. Now, this is pretty much pure vanilla, so we don't have Bob's mod, so we can't do angle things. If I move you out to here, I think you're still powering those guys, all 3 of them. I was trying to see if we can output down the bottom. But I'm not sure that we can. We're going to have to output up the top. That's fine. So let's copy and paste this guy. And we will want those speed modules as well. And let's get our first line for making sulfur. Put that right there. Put that down there. And then you just need to be powered up. So there we go. So you are going to be petroleum. Probably will get some heavy oil in these things, but it's fine. And you are also going to be empty petroleum. Luckily none of the heavy oil got into these guys, but yeah. Let's grab some stuff out of there. Not a lot of heavy oil, only one got in there, each of these chests. So it'd be nice to chuck that back into the system, as small an amount as it is. So there we go. So that gives us, oh god, hopefully they line up the same. Yeah, it looks like they do. Looks like they do. Okay, so you are going to be sulfur. And this time we're not going to build the damn things. We're just going to grab them out of here. Where there should be a very decent supply. 50 is not that decent. I hope that should be more. We should have more, like 200 or something. Given the scope that we're building stuff. Only stacks in 10, apparently. So, what we need to do is do pipes and okay. Oh, okay. So we just need to empty those guys off so they stop having that stupid condition that stops them from working hard. Okay. So now we put a steel chest like that. Now this guy runs pretty fast, don't you? So if we run like that, yeah, is able to keep up. The inserter is able to keep up. Constrain, constrain, constrain. Three, 4, 5. The name of the game is Constrain. Because, oh, what am I doing? Ah, idiot. I need to be using these chests. Why the hell I'm using normal steel chests, I just don't know. I've been spending too much time in C-Base, not enough time in Mega Base. There we go. Beautiful. And now at the very last step, well, we're going to move this over because they are too low and they're blocking the rest of our base. Okay. So the next step is going to be, let's have a look. See here. We're probably going to copy and paste this, and then sulfuric acid. So it requires water. So it doesn't require the second input here. But we're still going to have the setup the same, pretty much. Pretty much. Well, let's have a look. 1 second to do that. 1 second to produce 2. So it takes it 5. I'm not sure if we need to somehow refaff this to have a space enough for a second row of these beacons somehow fitting in there. Okay, so we can make this thinner though, and I think we will do that. I think we'll do that. Let's just completely remove all of this stuff. All of this. The top half stays the same. You are sulfuric acid. Now the question is, how do we want to do the water input for these guys? We'll leave the top as it is, or will we? Get rid of these power poles for me, please. And we'll get rid of these as well. We'll do it a little bit nicer. So this is going to be potentially, well, let's have a look. If we get a power pole, nah, see, it doesn't reach up high enough. This might have to be a beacon set up. And by beaconed, I mean substations, which I have a lot of, so yeah. Alright, so we'll do the water input first of all, and we're actually going to math this out because you need a lot of water. You need 100 water per second, per 1.25 seconds actually. So if we have a look here, 250 per second, and these guys are just as fast. These assembly machines are just as fast. So 250. So we're gonna do a two for one deal. Don't suppose it really matters. Empty water barrel. And then request. And active provide out the empties. And you guys are like that. All up there. Now, we said we wanted substations up here, didn't we? So, how big is 2x2? Okay, I see. Alright. So, copy that. Delete that. Copy that. Substation. Now, we'll remove most of these substations because we obviously don't need most of them, but we'll just put out the blueprint first. Please tell me there's going to be an even number of these. Yes, they are. Okay, so 1, 2, you connect. I doubt you'll connect to the next one. Yep, so every third one. And we'll leave you there because you are needed. Okay, so that's water being provided. Doesn't show that it has water, but it definitely does. It definitely does. So, oh, shit. We need to barrel this, don't we? Okay. Okay, we need to barrel it. I forgot that we needed to barrel it. So that means 1, 2... We're going to have to copy this layout. Which means we have to move this whole thing down. So what do we need? 4. We need 4 spaces above. Ah, go away. So it lined up. Excellent. No, lined up like that. Excellent. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1 for the road. Now, The question becomes, how do we get... Well, we only need one chest for each of these guys, because one chest can do two things. And that'll be for the iron and for the sulfur. And then we just need an output. So we do this, like that. Make sure we get the pipes. I don't know if the substation is going to cover this much. Nah, it doesn't quite cover that much. And now we've got poles on the top, so we no longer need substations. Because I was going to have 3 things up the top, but then I just realized, you know what, we're actually outputting a fluid. So it kind of doesn't make sense. To the right, to the right, to the right, to the right. Gotta make sure that you always do it right. And why are you out of power? God, there's just this tiny little gap here. Here we go. So you are now going to be not active providing. We don't want you to active provide there. We want you to be... Oh, can't paste over a passive onto an active. And maybe we should be doing more barrels, but whatever. We'll see how we go. Oh, that's right. Fill sulfuric acid barrel. Got 50 for me. Excellent. Now, these are probably getting productivity modules or something, aren't they? There's probably some cases where we don't want to use productivity, but for now we'll just say, yeah, sure, why not? You need 5 sulfur every second. Okay, so this definitely calls for a bigger one. So, we need 100 iron plate and 500 sulfur. One, two, three. That's a lot of sulfur that we're potentially caching there, but I feel pretty okay about that. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. That'll kick this sulfur processing off anyway. Maybe I should knock it back. Meh, doesn't really matter. Okay, so now we just need iron. It's the last step of the puzzle. So, if we're going to blueprint some iron, we might as well go off. Whoa. Whoa, what's going on here? Why are you... How the hell are you out of power? That should... How the hell are you out of power? That should not have happened. I did fix these guys up, so change them over to the new station. So they've got the 12 lines. I did that for copper as well, because that had the 1 line previously. I think every station has it. Uranium fuel cells doesn't, but who gives a shit about that? And water doesn't, but not really care about water, but maybe I should care about water, actually. Water might be a thing. So let's once again grab that. I'm not going to do a lot of iron here. I don't think we need a lot of iron. Let's just get the top. Let's just go down a bit. And get that side. Get that side. And then we'll just leave it with getting the tip of the iceberg. Okay. Excellent. Job done. Out of these guys, which is not good. And we just need some of that and iron. Yeah, that's quite a bit. That's probably overkill, to be honest, but A little bit like overkill goes a long, long way. So let's just do it. And we'll do it out here, off the other side. Just so we got plenty of room to expand the sulfur processing if we need it. Now, what are we missing here? Probably missing some of these guys. Yep. Yeah, 1,000. Jesus. Okay. That's a lot. The inserters. 1,600. That's a nice amount. And some mining things. Sweet. Done. Why are you not mining? Not quite making enough ore to keep all these miners, but whatever, that's fine. Getting a whole bunch of sulfuric acid barrels. So now we need the opposite of this. Huh. This might be a problem. Okay, this is going to be a problem. Alright. So, what we are going to do is we are going to change our tactic. We are going to transport sulfuric acid battery barrels in the normal system, because I just realized if I do fluid transfers, screw that for a joke. I mean, just screw that. I could actually do water as water barrels and make that logistics done, but there's really no reason to. But sulfuric acid, because water we can just do on the edge, and that's fine. But sulfuric acid, I definitely want multiple stations. So we are going to need something a little bit more interesting here. Okay, so we copy everything here. Copy. And we're going to need that to do the inputs. And we get rid of this guy. Because we don't want to build a station. Definitely do not want to build a station. I will build another robot, that's fine. Okay, so let's have a look at a train cart. So these little bastards stack to 10. Oh god, I don't want to be producing just 10, because that's 60 total that I have in storage. So let's put that a bit higher. We want a lot more of these. A lot more of these, so we can backfill a train nice and quickly if we have to. So, yeah, what am I looking at you for? How many? So you are 10, 400. 400 barrels. You know what? We just need a single chest on either side. That's all we need for this. Because, yeah, 400 barrels with a stack inserter, that's just definitely needs a single chest. So, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, sulfuric acid barrels. What did we say? So 10, 100, 400. So you require 200 sulfuric acid barrels. 4. Well, don't actually want to put them in the train. That would be a bit silly. Let's get those barrels that we put those barrels in here. Save the robots a bit. How the hell have I got so many water barrels? That's not what I want to see in my inventory. Go away, water barrels, and go away, empty barrels. Oh, don't want to put them in there. We don't want to start mixing the warehouses so that they have different things. See this one? Oh, we've already done it, haven't we? We've already done it. Now the robots are going to start putting barrels in there. Let's clear this out. Let's clear that out. Oh, see, they're both screwed now. The only way we could fix this up is if we destroyed one of these warehouses. And this warehouse. And this warehouse. Okay, there we go. Now they should... I should have thought of that, because I had this problem a lot in my old mega base where they start to put barrels into multiple things. I think I didn't destroy it in my last base because, well, they were all hooked up to the logistics network. Whereas this guy is not. So, where's my train station? Do I have one? Nope. Okay. Supply sulfuric acid 0-1. Supply change. And then you are going to be sulfuric acid barrels into sulfuric acid barrels. And you are going to be 1600 is all you're going to be supplying. And now this, why did I even need this? Is that, what the hell do I even use this for? Apparently nothing. It's used for something, I know. Oh, this display to tell me what the inputs are doing. Yes, I needed it for that. But I don't need that for sulfuric acid barrels. 110 nuclear robots. Don't want to be storing those guys. So yeah, what we're going to do is we are going to have these displays though. Telling me what the go is. And so you are the provide, and you are the amount of sulfuric acid barrels in this small little area. 705. Ain't a lot. What's the deal here? Not enough sulfur. Why haven't you got enough sulfur? Don't have enough petrol. Why do you not have enough petrol? Because you are slow as. You are slow as. And we're doing some stuff over here, but are all these running? They're all running. They're just not producing petrol very fast. That's okay. That's alright. We're using up a decent chunk of this. Hopefully this will back up soon enough. And then we can say, good job. We're still getting a bit of sulfuric acid being produced. I mean, this is a ton, because if you think about how much is in each barrel, 250. 250 times 1600 is 400,000? Really? Is it that much? Yeah, it's 400,000. Whereas this train only carries, how much does that train carry? Oh, the train carries like 100,000. So this carries 4 times much as we would have taken with a fluid wagon, and it's already enough to fill up 2 fluid wagons almost. So yeah, I feel like this is fine. This is absolutely fine. So we'll just let it run and we'll let it be good. So anyway, after this, we can concentrate on the processor units or make a nice base for that. And then we are ready for base 1.5. And it is going to be epic to finally be able to fill in all of these things. I mean, beacons, we can fill in, we can almost fill in now. I haven't really been building a lot. And I don't want to build a lot here because that would kind of crash this thing. Because this guy takes up so many resources. Although we're missing 600 and we got 320 here. Although, are we only missing 600 at this base or are we missing 600 at all bases? If we're missing 600 just at this base, then I'm very, very, very scared. Very scared. Okay, I'm going to finish it off here. I'm going to see how many of these beacons I can fill in. Looks like it's at every base. Thank Christ for that. So, I will see you guys in just a bit. Stay tuned.